In this tutorial we're making an adorable chevron friendship bracelet. It is extremely easy to make, and if you want to know how, keep on watching. Hey loves! I have another friendship bracelet tutorial for you. All of you seem to really like my heart friendship bracelet video and I'm very happy about it, but many also asked if I could do another, easier bracelet design. So now we'll make a simple but very adorable chevron bracelet, which is perfect if you're a beginner. Sounds great? Let's get started. You will need 4 strands of the embroidery thread and a button if you want to make an awesome closure to the bracelet. I want my bracelet to be colorful and fun, so I'm combining 4 different thread colors. Each strand needs to be 50 inches or 1.2 meters long. Put the 4 strands together, fold them in half and make a knot like so. Tape the knot to a flat surface and separate the strands in 2 sets. You also need to arrange the threads into a mirror image pattern with the left and the right set of threads. You can see that on both sides yellow is my outside strand, then I have blue, orange and white as I'm moving towards the center. Before we begin, let's see how the pattern will look like and how to achieve it. Each row is represented by one solid color and has a shape of a letter V. Since I'm using 4 colors, I will have 4 different colored rows before the colored pattern repeats again. To achieve that chevron shape, we need to always make forward knots with the strands in the left set and backward knots with the strands in the right one. So let's see the difference between a forward and a backward knot. For the forward knot, you have the working strand on the left. Make a 4 shape over the strand beside on the right like this. Take the end of your working strand, loop it under the blue strand and back out through the opening. When making a backward knot, you have the working strand on the right and you're knotting over the strand on the left. Make a reverse 4 shape and loop the working strand under the blue one and back through the opening. Now that we know how to make a forward and a backward knot, we can start with our bracelet. Start on the left side with the outermost strand. Make a forward knot by creating a 4 shape over the second outermost strand, go under that strand and back out through the loop. Pull the thread to tighten, and make sure to always knot twice. Continue making forward knots over the remaining 2 strands until the working strand reaches the middle and leave it there. This is 1/2 of the chevron pattern. On the right side, we need to make backward knots. I'm taking the outermost strand on the right, which will be my working strand for this half of the chevron row. Make a reverse 4 shape over the second outermost strand, loop it under and back through the opening. As always, don't forget to knot twice. Continue making backward knots over the remaining 2 strands towards the left until the yellow working strand reaches the middle. Make 2 backward knots with the middle yellow strands to connect the 2 halves. And our first chevron row is finished. I'll show you how to knot one more row. Since now my outermost strands are blue, I will get a blue chevron row. You need to keep making these exactly the same rows until your bracelet fits your wrists perfectly. Make 2 forward knots over each of the 3 strands on the left set until the working strand reaches the middle. I love making friendship bracelets while watching TV. In that case, you can safety pin the bracelet to the pillow to keep it in place while knotting. Then take the outermost strand on the right and make 2 backward knots over each of the 3 strands until the outermost working strand reaches the middle. I like to wear these bracelets mostly during spring and summer when I have short sleeves, so I usually make them using bright colored embroidery thread. Tell me in the comments what your favorite colors are so I can design my next bracelet using those. Make 2 final backward knots with the 2 middle strands to connect the 2 halves. As you can see, making a chevron friendship bracelet is very easy. You only need to remember to make forward knots with the left set of strands and backward knots with the right set. And don't forget to always knot twice. Since you're repeating the same row all along the bracelet, you'll quickly get a hang of it. It takes me just about an hour and a half to complete one. Perfect for a quick little gift to your best friend or yourself. Just a final row and my bracelet is long enough for my wrist. Make a simple knot at the end to secure your work. Now I'll show you how to make a button closure, which allows taking the bracelet on and off your wrist easily without damaging it. Choose one strand of embroidery floss and thread the button on like so. Make 2 to 3 knots to secure the button as close to the ending of the bracelet as possible. Cut the excess thread and you're finished. The button closure is very practical and so adorable at the same time. The chevron pattern looks sleek and elegant, but the colors I chose make my bracelet more funky and happy. I also like to stack on some other bracelets, like this golden chain with spikes for a bit more edgy feel. I hope you liked this tutorial, and even if you haven't made a friendship bracelet yet, don't be afraid to try it. It's really simple and I'm sure you'll like it. Thanks for watching and see you soon!